Hey guys, it's TechGreen here, and welcome back to another PC flipping video. Today, we're finally able to sell that $500 gaming PC we built a while back on March 3rd. So keep in mind, we built this PC on March 3rd. It performed absolutely amazing with the Ryzen 5 5500 and an RTX 2060 6GB. So great for 1080p gaming. I was expecting this PC to sell really fast, and we listed it on March 7th. It is now currently March 31st, and it's finally going to get sold, which is just absolutely insane to think about. That at some really good specs for a nice price point of $550, but no one was interested in it. And I have learned a few things about PC flipping while doing this video that I feel like I learned the 3 hidden rules about PC flipping. I want to teach you guys them here today before we actually go take this PC, test it, and then actually sell it to the customer. The 3 rules of PC flipping. I want to go over the first one. This is one I've noticed a lot lately, and it's actually becoming a trend now in the PC community, is that VRAM is all that matters for PC builds. So if you have 6 gigs of VRAM, that's not going to cut it anymore. You got to at least have 8 minimum, the 12 at best, and then 16 for high-end PCs. And technically speaking, most people will not use more than 68 gigs of VRAM while actually like doing gaming or productivity work, but most people don't really know that fact. So they just want more is better, since that seems to be the trend right now, that everyone wants at least 12 gigs of VRAM. Yeah, that kind of just hurts when you sell PC now. So if you build anything with 6 gigs of VRAM, most people won't be interested in it. Be like, oh, that's a cool GPU, but I don't care. Even though that shouldn't be the case, it just is, unfortunately. And I did a whole video about this subject, talking about like the RTX 2060 and why no one wants 6 gigs of VRAM. And I thought that video was only like 2,000, 3,000 views. That video blew up. I think I hit the string on the rope perfectly with the actual topic, and it got like over 20,000 views. So like, thank you guys again for everyone who watched that video and commented. I appreciate you guys, because I'm not the only one who realizes that fact, that most people don't care about 6 gigs of VRAM anymore. The second rule I discovered about PC flipping, and it's one I've already really knew, but I didn't really take it to heart that it was this important. Everyone wants RGB in their PC case. So even if it's a black PC case, you better have RGB in it. And same thing for white builds, you need to have RGB in it. If you have RGB, your PC is going to sell significantly faster. And wood theme PCs, no one cares about them. I think it was a cool trend a while back, but it seems like the hype for it has completely died down, because I tried to sell a wood theme case, did not do good. And the third rule about PC flipping, and this is the most important rule, white PC builds sell significantly better than actually black builds, which makes sense because I had a black case versus white case, the test, and that one took way longer to sell than the white case. Even though it had black internals, it had a white outside, it looked better, so people were more interested in it. Those are the 3 hidden rules about PC flipping that I want to teach you guys here today, so you guys don't make the same mistake I did of waiting a whole month to sell a PC, which sometimes that can be the case, but even now, it shouldn't be. Thankfully, spring break just happened in my area, so today I just got a bajillion requests for this PC, especially since I changed the PC info. So I said you could pay like another $225 to get a 3060, and everyone's interested in that because they don't want 6 gigs of VRAM, they want 12 gigs of VRAM. So yeah, it's cool. So we're gonna test the games with this actual PC because it absolutely crushes everything I throw at it, because when it was using 2060, it already dominated 1080p gaming, but now you throw a 3060 in there, yeah, it crushes it. The first game we're testing is Apex Legends. Now I'm gonna start on low settings to start off first, because this game can usually give you double to triple the FPS on low settings. So I expect this to be around over 120 FPS with this actual GPU. Yeah, let's get right in the Apex Legends. So what I've noticed with this game, if you have 100 FPS in the dropship, you're usually gonna hit over 160 FPS at times. So that's very good to see here on low settings. The big thing with this PC though is, since this guy wants to use it for racing sim, he only needs really 2 gigabytes of VRAM for his racing sim. 12 gigs in general is completely overkill for racing sim, because my friend who has a racing sim currently uses a 2060 and he just loves it. So the 3060 will be great for his use case, even maybe overkill to say. But Apex right off the rip, over 160 FPS, almost nearing 200 at times, which is actually very good to see on low settings. He's one! He's one! Okay, here, we're gonna do this guy real quick here. Oh, hello. Ooh, that is insane. That is insane. Did he just... Oh, it's a vault. I thought he got knocked by P20. I'm like, I got knocked so quick. Okay, we got another attempt here. We're gonna do light planes. Luckily, a little bit on the wear side. So let's see if he actually does something now.
Hey, disconnected.
First team DC'd. Not surprising. Yeah, get out of here, Ryzen. You're not him. What in the strafe? Bro, everyone, dude, I swear, it must be the super sweaty lobby, and I got bot teammates because, like, everyone else is, like, breaking their freaking ankles. Ain't that deep? I got you, fam. I got you. Of course. I'm dead. There's no shot I was living that. I would say Apex right at the rip with low settings feels very playable. The teammates are not playable to play with, but everything else about the game is perfectly fine with it. Okay, so next thing we're gonna do is max out all of our settings for Apex Legends, everything on high, the ultra. I will say though, surprisingly, RTX 3060s are holding their value pretty good. And the only reason the RTX 3060 is holding its value really good is because it came with 12 gigabytes of VRAM. And so anyone who's doing like language models or like using coding stuff and needs like more than like 8 gigs, this GPU is like the best one to buy on the market just for that exact reason, because it's VRAM. That's the reason it's holding up so well. Anyway, so right off the rep, we're over 120 FPS. I'm kind of not surprised just because of the fact that, like I said earlier, I don't expect it to be that crazy on high settings. We're gonna grab the R400 combo, you know what I'm saying? The teams are already dead. I'm gonna say they swing me when I do this in front of them. Are you serious? That I was not behind that? That's actually insane. I had a nasty, like almost one clip right there, but that was just unfortunate. So the next game we're gonna test is Fortnite. Now we're gonna do 1080p medium settings, and then after this we'll test actually performance mode, because with performance mode it gets even more FPS. I assume with this we'll get over 120 FPS easy, maybe even 200 at times, but I don't think that'll be the case. But Fortnite right off the rip, we're over nearing 200 FPS at times, but once you jump on the battle bus it significantly drops. Okay, that feels very nice. So right now we're over 120 FPS, almost nearing 170 at times. It seems the minimum is around like 150 to 140-ish, which is very good to say the least. I also say the drill this season is probably by far my favorite weapon. You literally just go absolutely zooming in the air, and I just love this thing. It's annoying though in fights because people just run away with it more than they use it to push. I hear some gamers fighting, so we're gonna go check this one out. Oh, hello. This is like right here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm 90% confident that this guy's a boss, because yeah. Just kill off the rip feels pretty good. I was gonna make sure not to get too invested in my game testing, because worst case scenario, it's right now like 2:19. I'm supposed to meet this guy at like 3 o'clock and I get too locked in because I still need to like reset this PC and some other stuff. It'd be kind of awkward. He's like, hey, where you at? I'm like, shit. You know what I'm saying? Is my bro? Bro is legit in my car. Bro just, are you serious? Bro was just up. There's no one. Dude, this game does not want me to slide at all. Dude, I cannot see this kid, which is my issue. This game sucks, dude. I swear to God, dude. Anytime there's a bush endgame, that's how I'm gonna die. I can't do anything. I legit couldn't do anything. I just knew the kid was in the bush. I should have waited. If I had a single impulse, I would have Kobe'd that shit in that bush and send that guy off the map. But unfortunately, I didn't have everything for that situation. You know, after 2 resets, I have enabled performance mode for Fortnite, and this is the texture settings we're gonna use. I'm gonna turn this to low for the textures, and we're gonna just hop right into it. Okay, so right off the bus with performance mode, almost nearing 200 FPS at times, which is nice to see. Bro, this kid's running. Cringe. He doesn't land on the gun, so he just instantly runs. Insane, bro. You're freaking insane, dude. Okay, well, I finally killed that kid, and it's now like 250, so I gotta probably start heading over there for this customer. So I'm gonna quickly factory reset that after chasing that kid. I'm just waiting for the guy to get back to me. He says he's next to a blue Subaru, but... Yo, you Steve?
So we got yourself here the 3060. This is the MSI Trio version of the Ventus. This one went up in price, but like I have it used and it's still like near mint condition because I was just streaming with it and coding. Okay. So she performs amazing for 1080p. Almost had a victory round on Fortnite earlier when I was testing her. But yeah, what's your thoughts on it so far, man?
I like it. Yeah,
it's clean?
It's pretty much what I need.
So what do you do? Like a game? Like what kind of game?
Literally just getting into it. I have a little brother and he knows more about it, so I was asking him all morning about it. It's a great deal.
What game in particular are you playing though recently?
Trying to get into iRacing or the Assetto.
Okay, yeah, that'll be good. This PC will be more than enough for that. I have a friend who's using a 2060, so you having double the VRAM and double the cores will be way more than enough for what you actually want to do.
6, right?
Yeah, 6. So 1, 5, 6. I got the power cable and also the other thing for it. So let me grab you that real quick. Also, here's a box too if you want to put in a box on the way back home. And then we'll just hold it so it doesn't go anywhere. You grab that, put it back in there. Here's the power cable too, which I'll just leave in the box for the time being. I will also send you a link for a way to get Windows key cheap, but yeah, you happy with it?
Yeah.
I love how this PC turned out. This PC is probably my favorite, just because of the fact that the 2060 made it look already good with a wood-themed case. The 3060 I feel like fills in the extra space. You know, like when you paint the canvas, it's like filling in extra space. That's what it does with it.
Yeah, because I need a better graphic for it because I have to do a lot of modification for the game. So.
Yeah, I get that. Well, that GPU will be more than enough. Well, I'll let you go, man. Have a great day, okay?
So let's go over our final profits from this actual PC flip. Now, keep in mind, we did get the PC case for free from Okinos because they sent it out to me for a review video, which the review video did pretty good. So we spent $0 on the case, which feels pretty nice. Now, the other thing is they did want actually a PC build video too as well, and they sponsored the whole thing. So we really only spent $300 in PC parts. Of course, since they sponsored it for $300, I spent $0 on parts, which is pretty nice. But the whole goal of this actual PC build was to spend $300 and try to double our sponsor money for $600. Now, the real question is, were we actually able to do that? Sort of, but not really. So we spent $225 on the actual GPU, but keep in mind, it is used and I have it in inventory, and that's how much you can get them for used, even $250 at times. So we only really profited from this video $375 altogether, which is still pretty good because we got our sponsor money back plus $75 on top of it too, which is pretty good. I was hoping for like over $400 or even $600, but of course, if we were able to sell it with the 2060, we would have made $600 in total because we wouldn't have spent money on the GPU. But that was unfortunately not the case because no one is interested in 6 gigs of VRAM, and especially the 2060, which is kind of unfortunate. But do I count this as a W for a actual PC flip? I say yes. I think this is a good W for us. Not the best W in the world. I'm just happy that I have sponsor money on top of it plus some more, which is a pretty good feeling. So what I'm gonna work on next to the sponsor money is actually use this for our next PC build video. If you don't want to miss out on that video, definitely get subscribed. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to smash the like button. I'll see you in the one. Tech Grant out.